Hi, I'm Jude from headfi.org, and you're watching the 2019 CanJam Singapore preview. CanJam Singapore takes place March 30th and 31st, 2019 at the Pan Pacific Hotel in Marina Square. One brand I only recently became familiar with that has high-end aspirations and the engineering chops to match those aspirations is Matrix Audio. Now, before I get into what's inside of these pieces, I want to first discuss the design and build quality of what's in front of me here. These Matrix Audio DACs have chassis as beautifully designed and well-built as anything in their price range, and actually well beyond. Look at the chassis construction on these. This is their flagship Element X, and it uses a double shell chassis with an inner shell of galvanized steel with multi-strip reinforcing ribs and an external shell made of 4mm aluminum. Now, these two shells are combined in a design that's intended to minimize case resonance. Now, in addition to the chassis, Matrix Audio also makes beautiful custom displays for these DACs. Of course, what's inside these components is what matters most, and even more engineering gets packed inside of these. Now, speaking of engineering, I want to mention that you can actually find some of the measurements from their audio precision analyzers on their website, which I think is pretty cool. Now, this is the brand new Matrix Element M, which is making its debut at CanJam. The Element M is a streamer, DAC, and headphone amp using an ARM quad-core CPU with its DAC section built around the ES9028 Pro DAC. Now, the Element M has connectivity via Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz and 10100 Ethernet. It also has I2S LVDS, USB, Toslink, and coaxial digital inputs. Output is via XLR or RCA, but it also has a 1/4-inch headphone output in the front. Now, my favorite Matrix product is easily their new flagship. This is the Matrix Audio Element X streamer, DAC, and headphone amp. Like the Element M, the Element X has an ARM quad-core CPU and pretty much the same input options as the M. Its DAC section is, however, built on the ES9038 Pro, along with the ES9311, a low-noise, low-dropout regulator designed specifically for high-performance audio systems, and the Crystec CCHD 950 femtosecond clock. The Element X also adds balanced headphone outputs via dual 3-pin XLR and 4-pin XLR, in addition to its 1/4-inch unbalanced out. One of my favorite things about this Element X is its very clever volume control. The idea was to combine the audio quality advantages of an analog volume control along with the precision of a digital one. It uses an array of relays along with the built-in DAC chip's internal digital volume unit. It has a wide range of adjustment, and every 20 decibels of volume change, you'll hear a click from the relays. So for example, if you set the volume to -19 decibels, it's -19 decibels of digital attenuation. If you set it to -20 decibels, the relay clicks, and now you're at -20 decibels of analog attenuation with no digital attenuation. If you then go to -20.5 decibels, you're at -20 decibels of analog attenuation and -0.5 decibels of digital attenuation, and this continues over a wide range every 20 decibels. Now, I did some quick preliminary measurements of the Matrix Element X using its coaxial digital input and balanced analog outputs, and it turned in some of the very best measurements from a DAC that we've ever seen on the Audio Precision APX 555 audio analyzer. The Matrix Element X is one of the easiest kinds of stories to tell. It's built great, it measures great, it sounds great. I use even my most sensitive IEMs with it, and with up to 1700 milliwatts into 33 ohms, it can drive just about any full-size over-ear as well. It is superb. Don't miss Matrix Audio's lineup at CanJam Singapore.